Hey everybody, this is I want to put a video out of the terrible job that Central Services West did here in St. Pete in Florida, and this is about a month or two after the job was final. But I wanted to get a quick video out, and not much has changed. If anything, the rain has helped their case anymore. But I paid to have the yard cleaned. It's supposed to be graded, sloped, and leveled, and this is their final product. I ended up signing the agreement only after they came back 4 or 5 times, and finally the fourth time they came back with another guy who threatened to take me to court for the rest of my life. So not wanting to go into a long court battle, I finally signed the agreement, and now this is the final product I was left with. This is the back right side of the house if you're facing from the front. First, when they came in the backyard, they knocked my fence over and tried to blame it on rotten posts, but that was no big deal. I wasn't worried about that. Easy fix. But here you can see this side was supposed to be completely graded, sloped, and leveled, and as you can see, they didn't do anything back here. The dirt's still high, and it's still level up against the house, and water still pools back here when it rains. Now, what they tried to do is they gave me an excuse that they couldn't do anything over here because of the 3 trees over here on this side and the roots are getting in the way. But they didn't even try. And all they did was take some dirt and throw it up against the side of the house and said that, oh, the water will wash away from the side of the house. But I extremely warned them because the dirt level is not, the grade outside is not supposed to be above floor level in the house. And now it is. So now I need to come back and completely till up this side and remove lots of extra dirt. I don't know if you can see it down there, but you can almost see kind of a hill how when you hit the back side of the house, it's a pretty big uptaking from over there, and you can see all this dirt is all high right here, high in this corner, high over there. You see around the water softener, all I did was just throw some dirt up against the side of the house. Quick 2-second job. You can see all that there. This is all high right here in the middle. You can see it right there. Walking towards the back. Again, same thing. All I did was throw dirt, and you can actually see where it starts to taper off down over there. This should all be evenly level from the back all the way to the side. It shouldn't be coming up right here. So now the water on this side has nowhere to go. So if they would have removed the dirt on the right side and graded it down, which is what they should have done, that would have solved my problems. A little bit better picture right there. Then on the backyard here, there was a tree right here in front of this pad right here. They cut that down and ground the stump, and then now I was left with this big mound right here, which there's some roots sticking up, and that's understandable. But when you come over here, you still see there's this high spot about right here. This should have been angled down, and then this all should have been removed on this side and leveled out. So you can see it's still all high right here on the left. So now what waters does when it rains, it all comes down here, and this whole area, this whole patio floods, which is why I called them out here in the first place, was to keep the water from flooding on there. You can see it's all still high all around right here. This is high. And it continues to get high over on this side. And then this just goes up right here, so water can't even go that way. So what their idea of fixing this is they dug a trench or a swell that goes, you can follow it right here, it goes along this line and all the way back to a pop-up back here. So let's go investigate the pop-up they put in. And you can see this is all still, this whole back right here is still high right here. This whole area is high. Now here's the pop-up. You can see the only low spot around the pop-up is right here. This is all high back around down here, so where's the water going to go? Also, too, this line was supposed to be a French drain. They didn't put a French drain in. You can see the root from the tree there. Now looking at the back of the yard, there was cut down 2 trees that were right here. They're kind of like small little bushy trees. They ground those stumps down, but you can still see this is high spot right here. It goes down, and then it comes back up right here. All this along this fence right here is up high. That should have been, removed and flattened out and leveled, sweeping down all the way this way. And also too, if you look right here, this spot's high, but then this back corner of the pool right there, it goes down. You know, that should have been all been leveled out and then gone down, which they didn't do that. It's actually a little bit of a high spot right there too. You can kind of see better. This is all high along the back fence here. High spot right here as well. So, you know, water's got nowhere to go there. It kind of pools right here and comes in over this way. This is all high along the back there. I just planted those banana trees. You know, high spot right here. You know, it all should have been nice, smooth, and leveled out. They didn't do anything in this backyard. They're supposed to grade and level behind the pool. They did absolutely nothing back here. Absolutely nothing. Move over to this side. You can see where it kind of drops down right here, and then it gets high back over here. So this whole area right here is high, and it drops down right here. You know, high spot right here. You know, high spot back in that corner back here. You can kind of see how it goes up right there. They did nothing there. All this is high right here. Right here, that's not graded. So over on this side, this is the right side of the house facing the front. Had the same problem. This was high, and they were supposed to remove dirt and make it level away from the house. As you can see, that's not the case. The rain has come and kind of washed away and made the trench a little bit better than what they had, and you can see the watermarks right there. But they installed that box down there because water was flooding up on top of that patio, you know, and it was starting to seep into my garage. As you can see, all they did here was the same thing. You know, got a drain from there. It goes to the back corner. We'll go down there in a minute. And you can follow the swell, which is their version of grading and leveling. You can see it goes down this way. Down here, it goes around the tree and then back to the pop-up. We'll go down there in a minute. But all this right here along this fence is higher than this right here. All that should have been leveled out, but they just tried to take the cheap way out and just make a swell because they were trying to rush on to the next job because they were 3 weeks behind. So all this, I need to go back and remove all this now. I gotta till all this up and remove it, and then make sure it's all away from the house. They installed a drain from my downspout here, and there's pool lines right there, so they just kind of threw that up above on top of the pool lines instead of digging underneath, so I need to fix that as well. And this area right here is kind of fine, it goes down, but again, all this right here is high. You know, they should have removed it and tried to, you know, do as good as they can. Now right here, you can really see it. This is high spot, it goes down right here, and a low spot there. It definitely has not been touched at all, not graded or leveled. So we'll go back to this pop-up, and you can see this trench right here. So let's go back to this pop-up here. And look, here's our pop-up, but look, it's all high around it. So how is water gonna come out of the pop-up? All this is high right here. You know, it goes high from right there. They did absolutely nothing back here. So now let's go out. I also had them do a little bit of work on the front yard. I actually start working on it this morning. And this is actually why I decided to do the video, to try to get film before I finished all this up. And you can see right here, they left all this. And it didn't even touch this or try to remove anything. You can see there's like a 2-inch lip right there. That didn't even touch that. Let's go out here. You can see I already started trying to do some work. Sorry. Pretty much just tilled all this right here, and here's all the extra dirt that I had to remove to make this somewhat level. We got a big giant pile of dirt I'm going to have to move from here. I had to sweep all this out, put this down, make this whole side down, and make this all right here. This whole spot right here, you can see it down there. See, this spot is higher than the pavement. All they did was they dug a little spot out, you know, down the side to drain water from right here, just to go down the side of the freaking driveway, and then again another swell to go from here down to there. You know, that's their version of grading and leveling. And you can see how high the spot is up right here, and how high it is up right here. It's above the, you know, level of my driveway. So what I'm doing right here is tilling all this down, and I'm going to be removing it. You can see all this dirt that I've already moved to somewhat make this level. You know, I got to do that all the way down to the end of the street. And that's also what I have to do in the backyard. And you can see, here's right here, I haven't touched this spot at all. You can tell because it's not all tilled up. And look at this, look at this. There's reclaimed water right here. They left this raised up, look how high up that is, and gave me a a green cover instead of a purple one. Reclaimed water is supposed to be purple. Here's a better look at, the amount of dirt I had to remove. You can see this is high, and where I've tilled, that's now low, which is how they should have done it in the first place. Everything should be angled from the house down to the road, not into their swell. And I've kind of tried to angle this down. So this will be level, this will be there, and it'll all come down and it'll drain down to the street because it'll be down to the street. Again, here's what they did. There was a giant bush right here too I had removed. And you can see this is all high right here. They didn't do anything. All they did was dig a trench right here. Or a swell, as they're calling it, a swell. And I've actually had to go through and widen it out a little bit to get better flow because it wasn't even graded towards the street. Same thing on the back of the house on both of the sides. And you can see this right here is high, all right here. So I'll go through, till all that up, and I'll remove all that dirt. Probably move it in the backyard to try to help the leveling back there in some of the low spots. But $5,000 is what it gets you. And then when you're not happy with it, they threaten you with a lawsuit. I can't recommend that anybody uses Central Services West to do any type of landscaping or grading. Absolutely terrible. They don't know what they're doing, and this is their final product. Does this look like anything you'd want in your house? Oh, and also too, I failed to mention I was a veteran, and they gave me a military discount of $2,000, which brought the total down from $7,000 to $5,000, and that was to have this oak tree here removed, have the French drains put in, which were not French drains. I didn't get French drains. They just gave me solid pipe, and grade, slope, and level the front right side, back left and right side, and the back of the pool area. And as you can see, they didn't do anything. Absolutely nothing. Now the back of the house was, it did look like a jungle. I've removed a lot of the banana trees, which they were supposed to do that too, but they ended up getting out of that because they wrote clean on instead of remove on the work order. So nothing I can do about that there. But work order does state grade, slope, and level on the front right side of the house, back left, back right, and behind the pool area. I will say they did a good job cleaning the yard up because it was pretty messy back here. But when it came to actually do real work and get the grading, the sloping, and the leveling done, no, not at all. Not at all.